listening to the Pelicans postgame report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Perfect. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. Ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. We stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. It's going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and you best, show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's up, then don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always said, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumper where the dame late, punch a train. Post game, big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know this flyer than you can get. Such a threat that the refs just might call a tag. You could double, you could press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostag. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. And never, and never, and never, and never, and never, and never. Say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly down, I'm a Pelican forever.
All right, how about this? For all things Pelicans. For all things Pelicans. You're now tuned into the Pelican Post-Game Report. I'm Big Q. Got DC in the building as well. Shout out to you guys for being in the stream. Pelicans blast the Blazers 143-120. Full recap. We in this thing, man. The Pelicans played a wonderful game. I got to give it to them. The effort was there. The energy was there. Jordan Poole really did a wonderful job. Bryce McGowan. We're going to talk about all these guys. We'll have James Borrego on the post-game presser as soon as it's available. But, man, this was a very solid win by the Pelicans. Blowing up the Blazers, man. Very solid. Yes. Solid win. Now, it's solid, DC. Overboard.
What you mean? The Pelicans are the best team in the NBA. The Blazers beat the Thunder, and the Pelicans beat the Blazers. They the best.
Okay. DC is definitely happy about the win tonight, man. But shout out to you guys, man. It's been a long, miserable string of losing games, but it's good to see a pissed-off face Borrego watch the Pelicans make a few mistakes, then adjust and ran off. Yes.
I thought you were going to talk about the tech.
Well, yes, that was which one? We had Herb got from Borrego. Yeah, we'll discuss that, DC. I mean, if you feeling froggy, then
to get the spirit of Willie Green off of you.
Okay, go ahead and jump in there, man. Let's see some thoughts on the win tonight. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. You got it, bro. You got it. What's up, OG? What's up, Slim? Shout out to y'all, man. Good to see y'all. Tasha Pelicans, Nola, Stacy, Miggy, Jay Koff, all y'all, man. Good to see you. What's up, Jordan? Shout out to you, fam. Appreciate you as well. TFP, shout out to your brother Lavelle. All you guys, man. Much love to you guys. Appreciate y'all spending some time on a happy celebration. DC, go ahead, my brother. You got it.
Historic night for the Pels, man, as they broke the franchise record for points in the paint. And they also broke the franchise record for standing up for your players, at least in the last 6 years. And actually trying to hold the referees in check. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay.
I think a little energy and anger can go a long way, as you've seen tonight, man. I don't think it's by coincidence that Jordan Poole comes back and we have this type of game. He just brings a lot of attitude and energy and swagger to him, man. His energy was infectious tonight, as well as Derek Queen is starting to rub off body with the way that they're passing the ball. You see Bryce out there not trying to do too much, but still doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of nice things going in our favor right now. And the Pels get to play the Chicago Bulls coming up, man. They may be able to go on their first winning streak because we've beat the Bulls before, match up with them pretty well. And I don't think it's absurd to think we can do it again. But as for tonight, man, just phenomenal performances all over the place. You had DC is tickled pink. All right, Tasha. Shit, we've been losing forever. Damn, I can't be happy, but goddamn. But anyway, they pretty much all across the board, everybody did their part. And that's what happens. When you do what you're supposed to do, you get dubs. Your team has phenomenal performances. Everybody on the bench played well. The starters played well. Trey had a tremendous game without even he took 13 shots and generated 24 points, man. That's crazy. Jordan Poole came in, did his thing. So did Fears. So did Derek Queen. So did Jose. Herb was playing solid. He actually got kicked out the game, and I think that was another catalyst for him, man. Sadiq Bey had the quietest, most efficient 15 points I ever seen. And Bryce McGowens went out there and showed why we didn't bring back Brandon Boston and Antonio Reeves, man. If he continues to play this way, I guess I won't ever think about us cutting them anymore. So shout out to the Pels, man. This is an awesome performance. I like the energy in the Smoothie King Arena, and if this is a sign of things to come, man, this will be a very exciting, entertaining team to watch for the rest of the year.
Yeah, man, it was fun, man. It was a fun game, man. The Pelicans were up and down the court. We had a few defensive breakdowns here or there, but man, let me be honest with you, man. The Pelicans were moving the ball. It was very energetic. Multiple players was into it. Jordan Poole coming back lifted the bench, coming off the bench. His scoring off the bench, and Bryce McGowens, those guys together were put up over 40 points off the bench, which may really soften the starters playing and, having their production plus having that bench production really helped out. So having that balance of Jordan coming off the bench and helping lifting us, and the way he played in his first game back since missing all those games, man, that was a huge, huge pickup for this team. And, and this is something to build on. If we can build on this and move it forward, they're difficult to beat, period. And as you guys know, we'll gain guys back. We'll get people back, as the year turns to 2026. So if the Pelicans can play like this and James Borrego can keep them enthused and tapped in like this, man, they'll win some games, fam. They'll win some games because that's what we need them to do. We just want them to compete ferociously every night and be smart about it, man, and just improve. But I can't say nothing about these awesome rookies, man. It's just wonderful seeing these type of guys. What Queen is doing and all this kind of stuff. We're gonna jump right into the team stats and we'll hit the end of Borrego. But man, it's just wonderful watching these guys play. That Queen, Derek Queen, man, it's just I don't know if I ever seen anything like how he's playing with us, man. It's just on another level. He's conducting offense. He's making passes, alley-oops. He sees the floor wonderfully.
Like no damn
his temperament and challenging players and how he handling his business, man, is wonderful. But here's Coach Borrego, man. Let's jump right to Coach Borrego, man, and what he got to say, man, after winning the game, man. This was a wonderful win. Hold on just a second.
We owned it at halftime, reset there. I thought better in the second half. Obviously, in the fourth quarter, our best defensive quarter, 23. Our goal was 25 and under, and they hit it, But I saw some evidence of a team moving in the right direction, on both sides. Obviously, the defense is where the biggest step we're going to have to make overall. But really proud of the group. They worked hard the last couple of days, and we saw evidence of that tonight.
Can you talk about just the job that Bryce has done, not just tonight, but kind of the last few weeks, and then especially tonight being thrown in there second half after losing Herb at the end of the right there before halftime.
Yeah, you lose Herb, you're not sure where to go, but Bryce has been steady all year. He's earning his minutes. He's not being given this time. He's earned these minutes. Every time he's on the floor, good things happen defensively, on the board, in transition. You can just see his numbers are significant when he's on the floor for us in transition offense. Takes a significant turn or a tick up. So just proud of him. He just shows up every day and works and does his job, and he stays ready. He's a wonderful kid, great competitor. Really proud of him, especially tonight, to step in for Herb. Those are some big shoes to fill.
Jordan Poole's first game back from injury. Just what did you see from him?
He's just a savvy scorer. He just knows how to score, get to the free throw line, gets downhill, makes plays, steadies the gym when it needs to be steadied. He keeps constant pressure on defenses. You can just feel him out there. He's always live, So I don't know what happened there in front of our bench. I guess he rolled his ankle, but he looks to be okay, and great to have him back out there.
As you mentioned, like that second quarter, you guys could have been a little bit better defensively. In transition defense specifically, is it just as simple as just being consistent about running back when a shot goes up or basket?
It is. The number one habit is like you got to get out of there. You got to get out of the trot going the other way. You got to have a sprint turn mentality. First 3 steps, we're working on it, but you can feel it. Our guys, they're caught up in the play or they're caught up on an official. We got to move on to the next play, and we're not there yet. We got a ways to go. I saw some positives there in the second half that helped us, But yeah, you got to sprint, turn, talk. You got to communicate. You got to get ball matched up. You got to take care of the rim, and then it's about matching up to bodies. Get bodies in front of bodies. They really challenged us tonight, in that regard, and Chicago will too. These are transition teams, so and obviously we're trying to do the same to them. But we got a ways to go. But I thought we took a step forward tonight.
Just going back to Bryce, is this what you expected when y'all got him here, or has he kind of exceeded that?
I don't think anybody saw him playing these minutes, but I kept watching him even early in training camp, and you watch him early in the season, in the stay ready games, conditioning games. He just had an impact. He's got a knack to get downhill, which I love. He's one of those guys that can drive it at will, make a play at the rim, kick out, defend. I liked him in Charlotte. I didn't have him in Charlotte. I think he got there the year after my time there. But I've always liked him from afar. But give our front office credit. They found this kid, they believed in him, and he's made the most of his opportunity.
And 88 points in the paint, you got to be pleased with that.
Very pleased. I mean, that's what we're living in the paint right now. It feels like we've had a couple of these games that are 80s in the paint. That's tough to do. But our guys are committed. They're playing a style of basketball that they should be proud of. That we're aggressive downhill. We're going to take what the defense gives us. And I think what was more important for me tonight was the sharing of the ball as well. Not only did we get downhill, but 35 assists, 10 turnovers. For a team that's playing fast, that's playing downhill, that's playing in the paint, 35 assists, 10 turnovers. It's a good formula for us.
JB, do you have a complete understanding?
Yeah, the stats are wonderful, man. We'll go over that in a second.
Technicals right there towards the end of the first half.
I'm not aware of, I didn't really get an explanation, but we all own it. I talked to Herb, and obviously he felt bad not being there with us second half, but he was there to rally the guys and had them ready.
We've talked a lot about validation. There's been a lot of close games, hard-fought ones, but not getting in the win column. What's your message to the team after seeing a win?
Well, obviously the validation is significant. You need that bump. This group has been making strides. You could see the progress over the last couple of weeks, and you just need that little validation in the win column. But I love that for them. But let's stay focused on the process. Come back in and work. Keep building our habits. It's really about the process here. I think the wins are going to take care of themselves as we move forward. I'm just glad we weren't in a close one tonight. We have to go down the wire, but we're going to have to. We're going to have to figure out how to close these games when they are close. But I continue to see evidence of a team making progress again tonight. We'll get some validation off of this, but it's about doing the same thing tomorrow. Nothing changes. We get back to work.
Scribe is how you stop explaining the same thing over and over. Watch this. It'll change your life.
A great scoring game last game. Derek Queen had a great game. How do you see them respond to those in this game?
Yeah, I think sometimes you just got to take what the defense gives you. It's sometimes you're going to be the hub, and we're going to play through you, a significant amount. Sometimes the game calls for other opportunities, and we had other opportunities to get downhill and make plays. Obviously, they were pressuring DQ. I thought he handled it well. They put their best defender on him to start the game, and I didn't think he got too far out of his zone. He made the right play at the right time, and I thought Fears was very aggressive tonight. Got downhill, made the right play, He didn't even need much pick and roll, but you can feel him in transition. As soon as we get that outlet to him, he's downhill making the right play. And that's the beauty in basketball. That's how we want to play. We don't care who gets the credit. We don't care who gets the shot. We don't care who gets the highlight of the night or the media post or whatever it is. We just want to win and play the right way. And I thought tonight was a significant step in the right direction.
And lastly, Deni Avdija is someone who, doubted he performed really well last time y'all played him. He lives at the line. He didn't have as much opportunity to get those free throws in this game. How do you think y'all responded in defending him?
Yeah, I'll watch the film, but I thought there were a number of possessions where we could have fouled him, swiped on him, but the guys did a really good job showing their hands, chesting up, being physical there. So I'll watch the film and, but our guys are making steps there in that area just to be physical without fouling. It's going to be important for us in the paint.
You guys won the possession battle tonight by 9, 11 steals, 18 offensive rebounds. Is this something you can start using as a foundation to start winning the math game that you referred to in the past? I
think that's what we're working towards. I think that's where we try and the 3-point line is an area we got to, move the needle on. Until then, it's the possession game. It's the offensive boards, turning teams over, as you said, limiting their second chance opportunities too. And then we want to be have a swarming mentality. We want to turn teams over, get out and run. And I think our guys did a good job of that tonight. Good, thanks.
All right, big ups to Coach Borrego, man, tonight, and sticking with it with the Pels, man, and getting a W, man, because this was a huge win. And these stats, he talked about the stats, man, but I was looking at it during the game, and man, these stats are absolutely just wonderful.
It's
Man.
phenomenal.
Yeah, they are, DC. Take a look at this, man. Just talking about the Pelicans, hell with the Blazers, with the Pelicans tonight, for real, bro. They scored 143 points, right? 4 quarters, going up and down the court, fast-paced basketball. He's absolutely right. We had 143 tonight on 112 attempts. 58 of them we hit. That's for 52%. That's awesome. They shot 12 of 32 from downtown for 38%. That's respectable. They went 15 for 17 from the foul line for 88%. That's excellent. They had almost 60 rebounds tonight, 56 to be exact, 18 offensive rebounds. They had 35 assists tonight. They had 11 steals tonight. They had 7 blocks and 10 turnovers for 14 points given up versus 18 given up by the Blazers. They did not win the fast break battle. They lost it 25-17, but they dominated the points in the paint, 88-62. Eviscerated this team in a major capacity, man. And of course, as we get the individuals, as you guys can see, man, it was just one of these games where it was just fun to watch, man. This was a very fun game to watch. As you can see, our top scorer tonight, 24 from Trey Murphy in 31 minutes. He finished with 5 rebounds and 4 assists. He had 3 steals plus 8 on him. He was 10 of 13 from the field, 1 of 3 from downtown, 24 from him, 19 from Jeremiah Fears in 25 minutes, 9 of 14 from the field, 7 rebounds for Jeremiah Fears with 4 assists in the matchup. He was plus 11. 17 points from Derek Queen in 35 minutes of action. He finished with 17 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, and plus 12. So, I mean, they were really doing it. Sadiq Bey in 29 minutes, he finished with 15 points to go along with 8 boards and 5 assists as well. Herb Jones, he got thrown out of the game, but Herb was in there handling some business. He was playing really solid defense in there. 14 minutes, he played just 4 points, 2 of 9 from the field, but the defense was on fleek. Herb was handling up, man, plus 5 on his side. And then they switched to the bench. You had multiple players that were in 20-plus points a game. Bryce McGowan's played the most off the bench in terms of his points. He had 23 points on 8 of 11 shooting. He was a perfect 5 for 5 from downtown and 2 for 2 from the foul line. Bryce McGowan's had it going on. 30 minutes, 23 points. He had 7 rebounds and 2 assists tonight, plus 19 from Bryce McGowan's. Jordan Poole in his first night back, 26 minutes, 22 points. He was 8 of 19 from the field and 3 of 11 from downtown, perfect for the charity stripe. He had 3 assists to go along the steal and plus 18 his way. So, I mean, these two guys, 40-plus points between both of these guys. Jose Alvarado only scored 4 points in 23 minutes, but he had 9 assists and 5 rebounds. I mean, these guys were out there balling. Eves played 13 minutes, had 5 points, but had 8 rebounds in 13 minutes. He had 3 blocks in as well in 13 minutes. He was plus 11. So these guys were just excellent. Peavy in the 11 minutes had 5 points to go along with 3 rebounds. And what I'm saying is, look at the line off the bench: plus 11, plus 12, plus 18, plus 15, plus 19. They were handling the business tonight, up and down and all around, and they eviscerated this Portland team. So if they can keep playing with this level of intensity, my goodness, man, they'll mash on anybody. We got a Chicago Bull team you talked about, DC. Let me tell you something, man. The Bulls on a 7-game losing streak right now.
Mhm.
So I mean, they play. I forgot who they play. They got somebody coming up on tomorrow. I want to say they play. I might have to look it up again. But the Pelicans, man, if they play like this and keep having this intensity and this ferocity and playing with this level of pace, as Borrego was working on the defense to iron out those wrinkles, they're gonna really hurt a lot of teams' feelings, man. But anyway, go ahead, bro. You got the floor.
You forgot something, man. You forgot the most important stat of the night, Q.
Yeah, what's that, bro? The win. We got the win. The number 4th win of the season. There you go.
Well, that's pretty important too.
Yeah, that is the most important. Yes. But what you talking about?
We kept all our quarters in our pocket, man. We ain't had no floating quarters in the wishing well, man.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, you know what? That's right.
We kept all our quarters. If we could keep our quarters in our pocket, you know what I'm saying? Yes. We can win some games, man.
That's right.
As you can see, the stats just immaculate. You know, I'm joking around about a lot of stuff. You can't expect to play like this every night. Pell scored 143 points, 88 points in the paint, man, 57 rebounds. The Blazers were very shorthanded with their bigs. You know, they just could not handle us in the paint. And we took advantage of that. But still a lot of things I think we can do better. And most of it is defensively. But phenomenal night, man. Just looking at the player statistics, it's like, man, you could close your eyes and just pick anybody. You know what I'm saying? Trey has been playing really well, man. I was hard on him at times, critiqued a lot, and maybe the last 5 games or so, man, we haven't won them all, but Trey has looked phenomenal, and he's coming into his own. He's not just relying on his 3-point shot. I remember talking about him not knowing. It's like, man, sometimes Trey forgets that he's 6'10". Well, you remember he was 6'10" tonight, man. His first 6 or 7 shots were all in the paint. You know, knowing that they don't have any bigs down there, we took advantage. You know, at times I like to see him get a ball to Queen more, not so he can take more shots, but just, man, it's almost like well, you know, tonight they had a lot of bigs. The defense was scared of him. We could have been blew them out if we would have leaned more into giving Derek Queen the ball and kind of letting stuff flow through him. When he started doing that, man, things take off. And, you know, along with Jordan Poole, man. Jordan Poole shows you why he makes $30 million. You know what I'm saying? And why he was a highly coveted player, leaving Golden State, going to Washington now with us, man. This guy has unbelievable shot-making ability, although he did take 11 threes and only made 3 of them. When you watch him, it didn't really feel like that. When you read that stat off, I was kind of shocked. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess a lot of those threes he took were probably at the right time. They needed to be taken, and he has so many drives to the rim, hitting these layups. He's so, what's the word, man? Crafty. You know, just how he attacks the paint. And when he gets the ball, if there's one guy or even 2 guys and there's some space in front, nobody really can stay in front of Jordan Poole, man. It's kind of crazy. And he had a lot of nice kickouts, too, when he broke down the defense. So a combination of that with also Jerami Fears and his relentlessness, how he attacks the paint, man. The dude's speed is something else. And he has he's like a pit bull with a bone, man, when it comes to just going in the paint and he's getting better and better with his decision making. He had four assists tonight. Did have 3 turnovers. One of them was silly. Which another one I kind of expected something like that, man. Borrego set him, I think, like in the second quarter, he might have set Fears down for like 8 minutes. And I think we had like a 11-point lead, and he set all the starters, and I didn't like the rotations he went with and putting them back in. And Fears was one of those guys. As soon as he came off the bench, got a turnover. But anyway, if we can continue to have everybody play to their strengths, the Pels can be in every game. That's all you can expect from them at this point, man. We can watch games, and this be something worth watching, to where I don't feel like I'm wasting my time to come here and talk. This the best part of the night, always talking about it with you guys. But man, I actually enjoy watching the Pelicans tonight, and I actually enjoy watching the Pelicans the game prior. And it wasn't just because of Derek Queen's performance, just the way that they were playing, and they actually are in the game, cutting down on some of the dumb mistakes, and giving themselves a chance to win. If they're in the game at the end of the game, man, this worth watching. This is why people pay money to go see professional basketball players play. And if they didn't have all those state championships going on tonight in the Superdome, I think the Pels might have had some more people in the arena. If they keep this up, it won't look so depressing when we turn on TV and see all them empty blue seats. Shout out to James Borrego too, man. He finally got consecutive 2 days of coaching, Q. They had 2 practices.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to have some more time to have some practices. And, we talked about his mishaps and how the team looked, I guess, without him having those practices. Well, maybe he's not that bad of a coach. I ain't ready to crown him yet or nothing like that. But if you can take these last 2 games, and then you come out and you play the Bulls, and who we play after the Bulls?
I'm going to have to look it up, bro.
Well, whoever we play after the Bulls, man,
I'll tell you
if this team continues to look
the Rockets,
this way, as far as the Rockets,
the next 3 teams are the next 3 teams are at Bulls, home against Houston, Indiana, and Dallas. So that's the next 4 games for us.
Ooh, man, they might be able to get some wins. Q. They play Indiana and Dallas and the Bulls. If
Bulls,
they can play how
Houston,
they play tonight,
Indiana, Dallas,
yeah, like the Rockets will be something to see, because of course, and you don't even expect them to win that game. But what I really would like to see is, you're professionals, man. You're an NBA team. You should be able to go in there and compete with the Rockets and give yourself a chance to win that game. You shouldn't get ran out of the building. You know what I'm saying? That's really what I'm looking for. And if they can go up against the Rockets and do that, I know they can get a victory against Indiana and Dallas.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of these games, man, where the Pelicans put 3 quarters of a game together, and then, like we talked about, the floating quarter. If they were a little bit more disciplined in some of those games, they would have definitely stolen several wins since that point. But it just seems like eventually you go through all that fire, and we have some real tough teams we were battling with in these games, man. Where these rookies are growing up fast in these tough ass games that we playing. So you seeing Fears? I just showed y'all Fears' numbers from tonight and his stats through the season so far, him and Queen, and how they performing along with guys like Trey and Sadiq Bey. And as we get some of these other guys, Jordan Poole came back. His points, him averaging 17 plus points a game, and bringing them in off the bench to help the bench you in the way Bryce McGowan's is playing, and just being able to have some offensive firepower off the bench to help out the starters. Man, listen, the way the Pelicans play, like I said, scoring 140 points and running up and down the court, and how Borrego wants them to play, and then he's trying to focus on cleaning up the defense. Man, listen, man, I have no qualms or bones or nothing to say about what happened tonight in terms of how the Pelicans played. They fought the whole game. And beyond that, they just was having fun out there. They started alley-ooping each other toward the back end of the game. They were just having
Unselfish,
fun,
dude.
man.
Very unselfish.
I hear you, but I'll take it, bro, because of the, we got to have something. All this time, we've been seeing a lot of dissatisfaction from the flock. The flock knows that this team is better than this. That's why the frustration is there with the diehard and the committed, because they understand, they know that this team is way better than what they're exhibiting. And it's good to see us rise above it and beat a team like Portland, who was also a scrappy, fighty type team. So we wanted it more. So Chicago's up next, bro. And like I said, man, I'm looking forward to them continuing to keep this style of play because it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch, and I can only imagine if it's fun for us to watch how those guys feel about it. So here's the next one, man. Chicago, the Pelicans are 4-22 now. They're 1-10 on the road. We got to go up to Chi-Town. It's gonna be cold, December the 14th, 7 p.m. Central tip-off time. Let's hash into it, bro. This team is on a 7-game losing streak, right? So we'll they look at that matchup indicator, talking about this with the Pels, man. Listen, the Pelicans play like they did tonight or anywhere close to it, man. I could see us getting another win. I don't want to get too ahead of myself because Chicago's not no dynamo. They're not a juggernaut. They could be beaten too. So let's hash into it. Go ahead, DC.
Yeah, man. I mean, Chicago, as you look at them, is everybody back? Is this an actual injury report? Why is it showing like that? Everybody's a game time decision, I guess, other than Kevin Huerter. But they all projected to come back. They look like they didn't caught the injury bug, bro. They got a lot of people out or have been missing games. And, with our luck, a lot of these guys could come back. They see the Pelicans and people get excited and return from injury. The estimated return is tomorrow. So this is going to be a different team than we saw with the 7 day on a 7-game losing streak, you said?
That's correct. They're on the 7-game slide.
So this ain't gonna quite be the same team. But last time we played them, they weren't the same team, and we were able to pull it out. I think the Pels just match up well with Chicago, the way that they want to play versus what Chicago has to stop them from playing that way. It just ain't gonna happen. This is a game where Derek Queen can do his thing too. We all know what's your boy name over there, the center you got. They got a good center, but he ain't known for his defense. I can't remember his name right now. Vucevic.
I keep saying the man right. Vucevic.
Good center, man, but he ain't known for his defense. You know what I'm saying? So this is a game where Derek Queen can kind of do his thing.
Yeah, they got Charlotte Friday, so they might pick up a win there. You never know.
They can. But nothing's stopping us from beating the Chicago Bulls but us. But they're gonna come in here with it on their mind. No way, we actually played them, right? Yeah, we played them. We gonna go there. They're gonna have it on their mind because we beat the Chicago Bulls. So this is not gonna
we started this slide, bro. Since we beat them, they've lost 7 games in a row. It started with the Pelicans beating them.
Right. So they definitely gonna be looking to try to notch a win in the win column against us. But I think just looking at, let's see what Chicago's depth chart is, man. Who's going to be starting? So you got Cody White. Cody White is always a guy that kind of gets.
Oh, that's a Pelican killer, boy.
Yeah, man, Cody White. That to me, that would be the main person I would be trying to slow down, other than Josh Giddey. He's been playing very well over there, but Josh Giddey kind of needs some scores around him, man. He's a guy that likes to facilitate. He's not known as a shooter, but he can do his thing if you let him get in the paint. And Josh Giddey has had good games against us as well. So you got two guys that they see the Pels, man, and they kind of turn it up a little bit.
What's your boy name? Dansumu? What's his name? Yeah.
Ayo Dansumu. He's a good player, man.
He's another one of those guys.
I'm looking at they had a lot of guys out, man. So I think they slide, I ain't gonna say it's a little bit of an aberration, but it's definitely probably could be due to injury. So we very well may have a different team. But the way that we want to play as far as getting out and running, and the way that their roster is set, they don't look like a get out and run type team. Kobe White, Josh Giddey, Isaac Okoye, Monte Bullis. I don't know much about him. I know he's a rookie last year. Buzelis, yeah. I don't know if he's a get up and down the court type guy. And Vucevic, it don't scream defense to me. It don't scream juggernaut offensively. You know, they just a team that they have a lot of quality pieces depth-wise when you go into AU, Dosunmu, Trey Jones, Kevin Huerter, Patrick Williams, Jalen Smith, all these guys coming off the bench, and they got Zach Collins too. You know, so they kind of looking to beat you with their depth. And I think it's a perfect matchup with us because they have nobody that's overwhelming offensively. It's just a, you know, quality collection of pieces, but it don't all go together. I guess in a way that you know could stop us from getting the dub against them. They do have a good coach in Billy Donovan, so you can't discount that.
Right.
But I think it's a dub for the Pels, man. Just looking at how they played last time, I think it's going to be a little closer because if I remember correctly, didn't we kind of blow them out and wasn't it like a double-digit lead when we beat them?
Yeah, we hammered them the last time we played them.
Yeah,
so,
it ain't going to be that. It ain't going to be that. But I see us getting a dub, man, because I don't see any answer for our rookies, either one of them. I don't see any matchups that's going to make the game difficult for them. Don't know if Jordan Poole's gonna have it going like tonight, but I think that's an added dimension we didn't have last time. And I guess the coaching edge is definitely gonna go to them. But James Borrego,
right?
It ain't like he's three levels above James Borrego. So you know the coaching I think is even enough for us to be able to edge out a win.
Yeah, and the thing is, Borrego's finding out how to use these guys. Like, they're getting settled.
He says that, Q. He said he's trying to. He's still figuring out Queen. He always says that in his interview.
Right, but you can see that he's figured a lot of it out. Now he'll tell you that just to make sure you know he ain't got it. But now about the looks of how the Pelicans have been operating over the last several games, he's definitely playing through Queen. And then the reality is they move the ball through different people. I mean, you see Fierce handling ball, and at the right time, you can see the overall IQ of the team starts, you know, moving along. When they start seeing a little staleness happening, you'll see Fierce get in and start pressing to get to the basket. So it's a lot of really positive stuff going on where they're circulating the ball, they're playing fast. And like I said, you put up 140 points tonight. They had 70-something or other, whatever it was, at halftime. And I was like, man, the Pelicans and the way they were playing, nobody was tired. They were having fun at the end of it. The rotations were really good when nobody was being leaned on too much. It was a very balanced game where everybody had an opportunity to shine in harmony. And if they can keep doing that as they get healthier, like the only other people that we are out of, because Carlo's back, Herb's back. Herb's pissed because he got thrown out, but that was cool because he played only a certain amount of minutes, and he'll be extra fresh for the next game. So,
is Herb undomesticated now?
Nah,
Herb never got thrown out again under Willie Green.
Who was? Hold on, that's true. Listen, man, let me tell you something, bro. Like I said, man, I'm gonna call it the Sadiq effect, Sadiq Bey effect. Come on. Herb makes double the money Sadiq Bey is making. And I'm going to keep saying it the whole time. Herb's been hurt a lot this season. He's watching Sadiq Bey, who is overall, and now Herb might be a better defender than Sadiq, but overall talent, Sadiq Bey's got Herb beat. Plus, he makes half of what Sadiq is, Sadiq's making half of what Herb's getting paid. And Sadiq is out there. He's out there being relied upon. He's starting. He's hitting shots. He's playing defense.
The inefficient 15 tonight, like I said earlier.
But DC, I'm saying it's an overall effect where Sadiq is more accountable. He can be more available for the team. They've been relying on Sadiq Bey, his defense and his offense. So, like I'm saying,
one of the stronger players on the team too.
Right. So that's when Herb sees that. Herb has got to get, I got to get my stuff together. I got to handle up. So, he kind of told it up because y'all know, like I know, man, Herb Jones has been kind of, off, whatever. But Sadiq Bey is kind of reminding him this is what you need to do. And it's when he's a person like that, like your style is similar to, is up close and personal when you watching him while you sitting your ass there hurt and this guy doing what you supposed to be doing. That kind of put a little extra pep in your step. So I'm glad to see Herb back on this stuff though, man. I'm gonna just be honest. Somebody told me in the comment section, Q, they must have heard the show. I said, hey man, listen, we need these guys to play like that. We need them to play the blue collar, gritty way, intelligent blue collar, gritty way that the city represents. If they do that, but going up and down the court and playing defense and throwing alley oops toward the back end of the game, and this stuff, man, I love this, man. I'm not gonna tell you any different. I love this, and only two people, DC, that are out right now. The big guy Zion and Dejounte Murray. Everybody else is back. So this is time when Jordan Poole was the last vestige. He's the last person there. He's a guy that can bring the points off the bench. So Borrego he's only going to get better with this, man. He's only going to get better with it. Like me and you talked about, he's a guard guy. He knows how to use the guards. That's how he got Fears going. Jose is playing real solid. He brought Jordan Poole in. Poole is healthy and getting some opportunity to burn. Got to give him a lot of respect with Bryce McGowan's. Bryce McGowan's is Jordan Hawkins' minutes. Took all Jordan Hawkins' minutes away. Jordan Hawkins had like 4 minutes tonight. He got up one 3-point shot that he missed.
Man.
That's what I'm saying. Bryce McGowan's playing defense. He was 5 for 5 tonight. He was from the 3-point line. So like I said, man, I just love how these guys are playing. We've been giving Bryce McGowan a shout out for the entire season because he's been awesome, man. But I just love how they're playing. And if they can play like this or similar to this every night, fam, they're going to give teams headaches. And on off nights with all these top teams, they can sneak a couple of games. We just have to keep playing similar to this or within that general area to what we're seeing tonight. And they will pick up wins. They will do that indeed. But go ahead, DC. You got it, brother.
Yeah, man. They definitely will, man. And just looking at Bryce, as you pointed him out, man, I think he's been a big part of this, far as you missing the 3-point shooting. He hit 5 of them tonight, and we were missing somebody to keep us composed. I think a lot of times we look to Jose to try to make that happen, and he's a little too erratic, right? The thing I love the most about Bryce is he's under control, man. He's poised. I didn't realize that about him when we first, put him in the starting lineup. You're looking at what he can do defensively, and he's switchable. He's a lot taller than you think. I think Bryce, what is he, like 6'7"?
6'6", 6'7", somewhere along.
Yeah, he's a lot taller than you really think. So I'm looking at him defensively, and as time goes on, from him being out in the starting lineup, he kind of felt everything out. He didn't rush anything. He let the game come to him. And you're just seeing his offensive bag open up a little bit, and he's taking more shots. And it's been a steady, consistent, efficient progression. And he makes the most out of everything, man. Don't really have a lot of holes in his game. It's not flashy, but the brother can do a little bit of everything, man. And he's very, very poised and always makes the right play. And you're seeing that on a team where our IQ just was terrible, you know what I'm saying? And then you got a guy like him who obviously knows how to play. And it's that shit, along with, them going through practices, the chemistry there, it's rubbing off on everybody, man. And the rookies need that. They need that example of the right way to do things. We know they got the talent, you know what I'm saying? But they got to know the right way to do stuff and consistently have that drilled into them, because everybody out there is faster. They can't do stuff just based on talent. They got to know the right way to do stuff. And guys like Bryce McGowan, and you seen Jordan Poole out there too, pulling guys aside, pointing out stuff. Wait, hold on, man. Wait a minute. Jordan Poole, like he up there, he talking ball. He telling people what to do and watch out for this. I'm like, okay. And you see them playing like a smarter team, you know what I'm saying? At least tonight.
Right.
And Bryce, I think, is a huge part of that, man. So he's instilling a lot of what James Borrego will want them to do. And he's bringing that on the court. Although he's not a point guard, but just by example, you know.
Man,
and he's made Jordan Hawkins basically
right.
don't exist.
DC, watch out.
It's over.
Jordan Hawkins better with Jordan.
He didn't jump in the PV minutes, man. PV's still getting some minutes.
Yes, that's right. PV getting a few minutes here or there, but Bryce McGowan's has earned his way into the reserve rotation.
Cute.
I mean, he bro, his not only just offense, DC, but his defense is there as well. And look at this, bro. I was looking at his 3-point shooting, bro. Were you aware that he's shooting over the last 10 games from downtown over 47% from downtown? And then for the season, he's shooting 43.5.
He's no wasted motion, bro. He don't waste dribbles. He don't waste shots. He don't waste he don't waste nothing. Everything he do is like extremely efficient. Like even in this, it looks so under control. It's almost like practice shots. Like he got the ball and they threw it to him. It was like 1 second left, I think, before the halftime. Or
he was. It was before halftime.
He got it and he was poised and he just pulled up and casually hit. I'm thinking the time ran out.
Right.
Nope. Like he didn't get sped up at all.
Nope.
But he didn't have any wasted motion on what he did. And he efficiently took all the time he needed, got his feet set. He get his feet set every time he catch the ball, bro. Like he had that shot, and then they threw him a weird pass. It was like in the corner. He caught it. Yeah. It was like an acrobatic catch. He came down and he just casually set his feet and nailed a 3-point. I'm like, hold up, man. He ain't no superstar, nothing. But I'm like, this is some other shit, man. This dude, I don't think he going nowhere.
No.
Herb got ejected, Q.
I know.
Who they started after halftime?
Wasn't it McGowan's?
Yes. And I'm looking at it like, why didn't I start Jordan Poole? Look what happened. Well, shit, what do I know?
Borrego believes in Bryce McGowan's. I think Bryce McGowan's have shown him, and that's some of these throwaway games that we've seen, right? Some of the games where a lot of guys were hurt. It's a blessing and a curse, right? Seeing Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, and all of our expensive players, Zion Williamson sitting on the bench, while our young people run up and down the floor. And, we often talk about it on the stream. Y'all hit the like button, by the way, fam. Hit the like button for us and the share button. We in this thing, man. Watching them sit on the bench and watching our young people, inexperienced players like Bryce or even Trey Alexander get an opportunity to get out on the floor and run up and down there. That shit adds up, bro. Because even though we talk about Borrego needing practice, them guys there's no better practice than what you're seeing in real game simulated with real game heat going on. Those guys getting those real reps. I mean, and they not only just the phenomenal rookies like Jeremiah Fears and Derek Queen and Peavy, but Bryce McGowan's have benefited by it. And we just seen just a wonderful gelling of players. And these guys, once those starters get back healthy, and we're starting to see that, family, they come back, then you'll see a lot of these guys that were getting reps in starter minutes while the starters were missing, forms a unit off the bench. They have that harm, they have all that rep, and that will help them. And Bryce is one of those guys that's getting the supreme benefit of having all that time with those starters missing. So it's a gift and a curse, man. So on this side, it's a gift tonight, and let's hope that the gifts keep giving.
You pointed something out, though, Q.
Go ahead,
but
bro.
I think you were off by just a smidget. You pointed out her being out there looking at Sadiq Bey, right? And how he plays and his little pressure on him.
Is he looking at Bryce?
Yes.
I don't think
he looking at both.
I think Hawkins is looking at Bryce. That's what I don't know.
And
I
Hawk,
would say Sadiq, but if you say
Hawk
Bryce,
ain't got no glasses on, man, and he got 10-10 vision, bro. He can't see Bryce. You know what I'm saying? It's beyond it's Hawkins. We got to have an injury for him to get some minutes again, man. He there for salary at this point. Whenever they decide to do a trade, bro. Because if his shot not falling, he don't give you nothing else.
nothing
You got this dude who could rebound, he could defend, he makes good plays, a decent passer, decent dribbler. I don't think I've seen Bryce get his cookies took yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm gonna put you in the game for? All right, let me put you in the game and see if your shot. Oh, your shot not high. Sit down. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap. It's a wrap on Hawk, man.
Yeah.
His numbers have went down every year since his rookie year, man. He's shooting 34% from the field.
And that's his thing,
25% from the 3-point line.
That
man.
justifies him. It is his 3-point shooting, DC, and really, he shoot like you say, he's shooting 33% from the field. He's shooting 67% from the foul line, and it's not looking good for Hawk.
You a shooter who can't
This
shoot.
is what he's a shooter that's not shooting well. That's right. He's not shooting well, brother.
It's a little
he's
more
a
than not
specialist, brother.
It's not shooting well at this point, Q. I mean, he ain't been shooting well for a while now. It's been a year of not shooting well.
He got off a couple of shots. A couple of games back. He got off a couple of games. He had a couple of 3-pointers, and I think one.
But what about all the other games?
Well, he wasn't doing that well, you know. So
that's
but you're right. But no, you're right. Bryce is cheaper. He's more NBA ready in terms of his body and his game defensively and offensively. He's more well-rounded of a player than Hawk is. And like I mentioned, and the Pelicans are moving in this direction, is that they're trying to get cheaper. They're trying to get some of these more expensive players off. And if you can get better value, and this is the theme for the Pelicans that we've seen this year, they're getting a lot of good value from people like Bryce McGowan's, from Sadiq Bey, and these guys make lesser than these other guys, and they are outperforming these guys. So we're not the only one noticing that, man. The management noticing that too.
Yeah, and they had I guess was it an article? I think the Steinline put it out that we turned down the Lakers were trying to come and get Herb, and we shot it down. So I think you're gonna see more of those articles, man, talking about Herb.
Yeah, they want
Probably
Herb.
gonna see tough stuff talking about Trey. I don't think you're gonna see any serious articles talking about Zion right now, other than how bad his trade value is. And if Jordan Poole keeps playing the way he's playing, you're gonna see articles about Jordan Poole.
Yeah. And that seems to be the case.
Somebody moving, at some point this year or the first thing in the offseason for sure.
Right. Well, and the key to it is who, and the thing is, like I said, you got guys that's not under contract no more. We'll talk about this in later shows, man. But the Jose Alvarados of the world, the Dejounte Murrays
I saw
of the
an
world.
article about Jose. They saying the New York Knicks want him.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised by that. That makes sense. That makes sense, being that for his ties and all this.
They didn't want to give up nothing for the get.
Well, they're not gonna get a damn thing for him. You got to give up something. When they don't get something for nothing. No, you don't. You got to give something. Alvarado is a good bench contributor for us. We're not giving him up for nothing.
I hear you, Big B93, but you say Kevon Looney, but like at this, who come and get Kevon Looney, man?
Golden State,
Looney,
for nostalgic purposes.
Why?
Golden State.
He in the same boat as Jordan Hawkins, man. It's like a throw-in to match the salaries on an actual trade. Like I don't see nobody wanting him. But my man Wallace Smith, you said Queen looked like he taking, I guess you said Nisi, you mean Misi, I guess, and Carlo minutes. Yeah, brother, and I told you that when the season started. When we drafted Queen, I was like, man, at some point during the year, Queen gonna be the starter. I'm just letting y'all know right now. I don't know how long it's gonna take.
Yeah.
Came along a lot sooner than I thought, especially after him getting injured. But there's no way you can have a rookie, this talented, and you don't put him out there. You gotta start him.
Man.
You gotta start him, man. You would like to see his rebounds go up, obviously, but I think all that's gonna come with time.
All that's gonna happen, bro.
Yeah, he got to get stronger, man. That's all.
Yeah,
But
all that's gonna happen.
he got the magneto grip. The basketball just seemed to find him. He's always getting rebounds, even though he looks like he's out of position. They pushing him he wind up with it. Even if he got to tap it like 15 times. But Carlo, I think Carlo's minutes. I think he's just a casualty of the moment. It's really like PV, because for defensive purposes, and then you got PV and Bryce now, and then Herb came back. I think that kind of kicked Carlo out. But I guess you can make a case for Queen being that too. But we kind of need Carlo, and I was looking for him to get in the game tonight. But I understand why they didn't play him, because the Bulls were really small, and I guess they thought he might be a defensive liability. But Carlo being a stretch big that can shoot, man, I don't think Carlo going nowhere. Misi may be a guy, which I don't want us to trade him, but I can see us trading Misi if somebody gave like a first round draft pick for him or something.
Yeah, I can see that too, bro. I was looking.
He got potential as a rim protector. He's not a rim protector right now. But,
right, and
grow into one.
And he needs some more. He needs some more development. He still has issues catching the ball like I would want him to. Like I see in the game.
I saw that. I thought about you when I saw that.
Yeah, that boy got Roblox fingers.
Threw him that perfect pass, and it just was too hot for him.
Right. That's why I was like, he got to work on that, man. He got to work on his hands.
He got Roblox.
I don't know if he got small hands or something, but his hand-eye coordination could be better, man. That's maybe something that he got to work on. But yeah, I like Eves a lot, man. I just think that there might be somebody out there they could, because the Pelicans want to get more picks. So this is the thing, they got assets, and everybody going to write these stories about them because they see the Pelicans as a 4-win team. They're going to perceive it to be a firestorm happening. So I don't think it'll be Trey or any of these other guys. And more than likely it'll be guys like Eves or even.
I think they hold on to Carlo though, man. My man.
Carlo is.
He'll start on another team. Carlo is
a
unique player, and we're not paying him a lot. I don't.
No. Those
type of guys you hold on to, and you keep.
And his offensive game is further than developed than Eves' game is. He's a high flyer. He's
in the way. He's in the way on offense. Unless you got like. I think it's just he's a victim of circumstance, man. We don't have like that point guard that played real good, like in a pick and roll. I think that's what Eve like. He looked a lot better when we had Dejounte, offensively. But if you can't run him in a pick and roll on offense, that should just be.
You better run him in a pick and roll, and you better hope he catch the ball when you give it to him.
You be in a dunker spot like where he's supposed to be, and like you said, can't catch the ball when they dump it off.
Man, he got to work. Eve's got to really work
rebounds, on that, and he don't want to go right back up. You stand by to get a damn 3 seconds, and then just throw this shit up. And what you doing, bro?
You're right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Man, get that shit and just go back up, bro. That's the best.
Go back up. He'd be getting the rebound and be looking to kick it out. Nah, brother, you right there. Go up and cram it on him, dog.
Man, teams work all possession to get that look got right now. And
he pass it out. You resetting the offense as opposed to getting that offensive rebound and cram it on their head. Yeah,
you ain't gonna get a better shot than 2 feet in front of the rim or 1 foot in front of the rim, man. You ain't gonna get a better shot.
Right. But yeah, we'll see how it all works. But just for tonight, man, just to talk about what the Pelicans did tonight, man. Very excellent win for the Pels. This is and the nation's happy. The flock is happy. Even though we got 4 wins tonight, man, it feels like we got 40 wins tonight. Because the way the Pelicans played tonight, man, they showed that this is how we want them to play. They put up 140 points to beat a team by 20 points that were actually out there scrapping for the game. This was a scrappy team. They wanted it. We just took it away from them. And if they, like I said, keeping this harness and this energy and the level of fun and the and the effort that they played with tonight, and just building on this and just moving forward with this, man, we should be fine. So, like I said, I love the fact Bryce played really good. Jordan Poole came back. That was super stellar to me. And it was a good win, man. Now we got Chicago up on the way. Let's see if we can give them some of this good work and keep pressing this for the rest of the NBA season, man. Maybe we can turn some stuff around, man. We getting a little healthy.
They're a new team with Herb and Jordan Poole back, huh?
Yeah, man, because they needed that production, bro. Like that, right? That bench offense, DC is big, especially when you're starting five, man. If you know, to be supported by bench scoring, because that's one of the things that was very inconsistent. Like you'll see, we lose games by 3 points, 4 points. We say if such and such had this, that, and the third, we would have done this. But having that extra bench scoring from a Pool coming off there, lighting things up for us, and how Bryce played, that really helps out, man. On those slow nights when our offenses can only give us enough, and we can get that bench going offensively, man, it can really push us over the line. So that really worked tonight, man. It made the game so much easier where we don't have to burn up our starters to win these games, because we are playing as the starters and the bench unit together like it's supposed to. The game is easier then. So I'm good for that. But go ahead, DC. I'm gonna give you the chance to close it out.
I'm closing it out, man, but it's almost like I'm opening a can of worms. I wanted to say this earlier. I asked you.
I open no goddamn can of worms now. I don't mess with me. I don't want no damn can of worms here. Just drop some game. They don't need no damn worm. What you talking about?
Come on, we Pelicans, bro. We do worms, but
we don't do worms, brother. We gonna eat some chicken. We sophisticated Pelicans over here, goddamn.
Nigga, we birds, we do worms. But look, how does this work with Zion coming back?
Well, we don't have to worry about that.
I don't think Zion. You think Zion ain't gonna never play again until he get traded? We just gonna.
Well, eventually he will play again sometime in after Dejounte Murray.
You got about 3 to 4 weeks, and this is gonna be a conversation.
It's gonna probably be a little longer than that, my brother. So it's gonna be about a week and a half or so after Dejounte Murray come back. And then
when is Dejounte Murray coming? Okay. Well,
probably it started the 2026 just in that first week.
How does that work? Dejounte Murray comes back. Do we send Fears to the bench?
No.
So Fears and Dejounte Murray is going to be in the starting lineup with her?
Fears is not going to the bench, bro. He's not going to the bench. Queen and Fears will remain because they're the future of this team. That decision has already been made. So whether they trade Zion before the trade deadline or after the trade deadline, Zion, this is not Zion's team no more. I mean, people
they might as well
rip that poster down. If they remember they had the Zion poster on the skyscraper.
I don't think it's up there.
Is it still okay? Okay, good. Because
when the Mariah Mills thing happened and all that, I think that poster was gone.
Okay, cool. All right.
That Miss Benson, she was mad about all that.
She was mad. She was mad enough. I heard she was going to trade him too. She came close. That was the closest she came to getting him on up out of here. That's what the word on the street was.
But Zion was with Derek Queen, Jerami Fears, and who else I had in that picture I sent you? Who else? Let me see who else this was.
Was it Herb in that picture?
I think it was. Let me look. See if
so. But anyway,
go ahead and pull the picture up. They are. No, that's Trey.
I don't have the picture.
So the picture to me, Q. The picture is in the. I sent you. You and Lester. Go ahead and pull it up.
I don't think I got access.
Look right in the chat, man. You don't have it.
Just show it. If you got it, put it up there.
Let's see. All right.
You can share. You got share power. This guy here, man.
I gotta create my share power. Hold on a second.
What you mean create it? It's already there. DC slowing the show down.
I gotta sign in and all this other stuff.
You already in. What you talking about? You gotta sign in. You're talking to people if you ain't signing, bro.
There you go. You see this picture right here?
Put it full screen so we can see it, bro.
What? It is full screen. How much bigger you want me to make it?
Now it is. Okay, so there you go. Now see you got the power. All right.
There,
Okay. Go
there
ahead
you
and break the picture down. What are we looking at?
go.
This is one of the
We
pictures I
we
see.
are looking at it. You know we got up here in the corner right there. That's Zion. If you can't see, this
Yeah,
is
with
the
the green on.
picture of I'm not getting traded no time soon. You see the shit? You got Miss Benson in here. You got James Borrego next to Zion with Derek Queen, Trey Murphy, and Jeremiah Fizz. I don't think Zion going nowhere no time soon, dog.
You basing
That's
this on the
why I
picture?
asked you to, you goddamn right. You goddamn right. If there's
This is your
somebody we
receipt.
lining up, if there's somebody you lining up to trade right now, bro, why do you do this? Why are you trying to sell these optics? What is that about?
I just
Make
looked
it
like
make
they took
sense
the
to me,
picture.
man.
They was doing something, and this is what Gail Benson does. She goes to the hospital. She goes to this is obviously look like a picture from the children's hospital down there. So she went to the children's hospital, and the prayers to the children are there, and they went down there and did something positive. And Zion does this, and some of the other
So
players do it as
you got
well.
Zion here doing this, and then we got Dejounte over
I
in
mean, DC,
California. We got
I
Dejounte
don't know.
over in California somewhere.
Listen, bro. All I'm saying, well, I don't know what
I'm
Dejounte
just
Murray is.
saying, bro.
I
I'm
don't know
telling
what
you.
it's Dejounte Murray in California is right now. Is what you're saying?
That's what I heard. Clutch sent him to California. Let me see if I
Okay,
can
hold
find an
on.
article
So
about
Clutch
that.
is paying the salary and not the Pelicans.
Hey,
He's supposed to be coming back soon. Listen, bro. I want to see what tea leaves you're looking at, bro. And
I'm just saying the
what
picture.
kind of weird magic you involved in
The
DC. But
proof
I'm
is
just
in
seeing
the
a
pudding.
picture here with some
The
people
proof
standing up.
the proof in the pudding right here, Q.
The plantain pudding. Listen,
Zion is next to what we would call our core. Miss Benson and James Borrego, and God bless the little baby. That's sick that they in the
right.
going visit.
Now, shout out to Gail doing some charity, bro. Shout out to the players doing some charity. But based on this picture, you want me to accept the fact that because of this
Saying, if
picture,
you trading somebody before the trading deadline, bro, you take this picture and for what?
Is it the Pelicans the same team that gave Drew Holiday all kind of positive comeuppance and told him he was a great and fantastic human being, and
Drew
then
Holiday went in there and requested a
shortly
trade.
thereafter he was traded away
Drew
from the Pelicans?
Holiday went in there and requested a trade, and when it was doing all that shit, I ain't see Drew Holiday in no pictures like this.
All right, I'm gonna leave this alone because DC got some weird magic going on here.
You can't win this one, brother.
I can't. No, bro.
You can't explain this shit to me here.
Hey, bro, it's just a picture. It's the picture, bro. What you talking about? It's just a picture. It's a nice picture of them doing something
three of the
positive.
players is a core for this team right now, bro. And then you got Zion right now. I'm just saying.
Well, Zion is currently, even though he's still considered, he's the richest player on the team. Zion makes $39 million this year. So, I mean, he is obviously the richest player on the team. Now, eventually the Pelicans will bring him back to the court and play him
away from Zion.
to make it. I'm just saying at the end of the day, they Joe Dumars, people got to start giving Joe Dumars some respect. You got to put some respect on Joe Dumars and Troy Weaver's name. Because with the drafting of Fears, the drafting, giving those picks up for Queen, he told y'all, getting Peavy, which he fits in that class, getting Bryce McGowan's, getting Sadiq Bey, and also getting Jordan Poole in trade. So people got to start putting some respect on his name. He inherited Zion Williamson. He inherited Zion Williamson. But if he doesn't trade Zion by the deadline, if he don't get an offer that he likes, then ultimately what end up happening is, if the Pelicans could put a push on it and win some games, bro, we might be able to do a little positive stuff. But DC, I'm gonna let you hold on to that picture, my brother, because you feel very adamant about that picture, and
I'm just telling you.
It's all good, brother. I don't know what kind of weird magic you got going on over there. But if you
weird
say it is, bro, it's all good. I'm gonna give it to you. Got it, brother.
I'm just letting you know what's going on, man. It's like one big happy family, bro.
Well, I mean, picture and don't that
somebody want to get traded, bro.
But don't they ain't that what they show you on the mystery movies?
He got his hand around Derek Queen and man, listen.
Man, listen, all I know is I've seen plenty of movies where they had people looking normal and smiling, and then the next thing you know,
big as hell, man. Look at shit.
down the line, somebody turned up missing in the shoe bag somewhere. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Smiling pictures don't mean a goddamn thing. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, brother. How many times y'all seen reports on television where they had people sitting up there smiling, a couple smiling together, and they look happy as hell. The next thing you know, the lady disappeared somewhere, and the guy going the opposite way. He don't know where she is. How many times? I'm not basing it on smiling as pictures.
This ain't no goddamn
That's all I'm saying.
relationship. Far as like that, he ain't going nowhere till the off season, bro. That's how I see it.
So what's your point? Let's put the cap on this with these damn pictures. What are you saying here?
Zion is going to come back at some point, and he's going to play. And he's going to prove his value. And they probably wind up moving him in the offseason, if that's the thing.
Okay, based on how he performed for the rest of the year.
Yeah, a lot of it could be based on the performance. Like if something weird happens.
Yeah, I'm going to let DC have his happy moment. You're right, Tosh. I'm going to let DC have his little happy moment with the pictures. Because I see the pictures, and all I see is some people doing some good business, some rich people going to see doing their due diligence, seeing some unfortunate children. They're going there, picking their spirits up. I love that. I think that's beautiful.
Has -2 trade value right now, according to everybody else. His reputation is in the dumps. What's the purpose of taking the picture, Q?
But he's hurt playing basketball, DC. That doesn't mean that he can't do charity work or he can't go and do something positive for the community. He just ain't cleared to play basketball, bro. Come on. He can do charity. He can do charity work. You can see him right there.
Man, Zion played 23 to 30 games in the last 2.5 years. We think this little young brother right here knows Zion. He probably don't know who Zion is.
Everybody knows Zion, bro.
Look like
He's the face of the team.
About 7 or 8 years old, man. Probably don't even know Zion.
Something like that. Right. Yeah. Well, all I'm saying is everybody knows Zion. If he's from New Orleans.
For this little man right here, for these little bitty kids, they don't know no damn Zion is.
I'm pretty sure they know Zion Williamson if the Pelicans basketball team is up in the children's hospital. I'm pretty sure the doctors and some of the nurses say, hey, we're going to have the Pelicans to come in, and they're going to be some players here that come and see you. I'm pretty sure they know the Pelicans. Matter of fact, this child has a skeleton cap on his head. So he knows who they are. But DC, I'm going to just back off. I'm going to go ahead and give you that, my brother. You got the happy picture moment, like Tasha said. You got it, bro. Yeah, that's right. Jade said, Q, let him have his happy moment. Hey, bro, he right. You know, I was like, I don't get it, but you got it, dog. You got it, DC. Have your happy moment. You got any more happy pictures you gonna show the fam, bro?
No, cue it up. You goddamn right.
I don't think that fits.
Give me my Clint Eastwood.
Goddamn right.
All right, we can go now.
Anyway, man, I'm out of here, man. I'm gonna get on out of here. DC
I'm gonna bring this
on
shit
tonight,
back up
man.
when Zion don't get traded to the Austin.
I said, bro, I didn't agree. I didn't disagree about that point. That's the crazy part that you don't get. I didn't disagree with that Zion. It's not.
If before the trade deadline, man, it ain't happening, bro. Stop it.
Okay. I just told you. I just said that if they don't move them before the trade deadline, they can very well move them in the offseason. We know this is a point, but we know somebody's going to be traded before that. Whether that's Dejounte Murray, or Jose Alvarado, or Yves Messi, or Jordan Hawkins, somebody's going to get moved. The Pelicans want to acquire some picks. Somebody's going to get moved, bro. So that's all I got to say. Anyway, with that being said, shout out to DC with his happy pictures. Much love to you. Much love.
Well, my man said it was wholesome. It was a wholesome picture.
There you go. Shout out to DC and his wholesome pictures. Shout out to you guys for being in the chat for tonight. And listen, congratulations to the flock, man. We got a beautiful win tonight against the Portland Trail Blazers. We eviscerated them, stomped them down, got our 4th win of the season. Love how we played basketball tonight. Let's do this same thing again against the Chicago Bulls in a couple of days. So with that being said, y'all do us a service. If If y'all enjoyed the show, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're listening. Facebook, Instagram, anywhere else, X, hit the retweet, hit the retweet, hit the retweet, give us a heart, and we appreciate that. With that being said, man, listen, we'll be back to holler at you on the next one. Much love. Peace. Go Pals.
You're listening to the Pelicans postgame report on the PRO Media Network. For all things Pelicans.
Perfect. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that. Birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. Ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. We stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. It's going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and you best show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's up, then don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always said, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumper where the dame late, punch a train. Post game, big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know this flyer than you can get. Such a threat that the ref just might call a tag. You could double, you could press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostep. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever, Pelican forever. And never, and never, and never, and never, and never, and never say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican.
Hey, New Orleans! Whether you're catching up on Saints news at Jackson Square, checking Pelicans scores in the Garden District, or staying updated on LSU while grabbing coffee in the French Quarter, there's one place that keeps you connected to everything that matters in our city. From Bourbon Street to the Superdome, from Preservation Hall to the Riverfront, New Orleanians are staying in the know with thewhodatdaily.com. Your daily source for Saints, Pelicans, LSU, and all the sports, music, and culture that makes our city special. At work downtown, at a game in the Dome, or